You are now tuned into the Cut Game radio show hosted by Groom City.
It's the Cut Game radio show, we let them know we stay true
To the Cut Game.
Yeah, that's how we do. It's the Cut Game radio show, we let them know we stay true
To the Cut Game.
Yeah, that's how we do. It's the Cut Game radio show, we let them know we stay true
To the Cut Game.
Yeah, that's how we do.
The Cut Game radio show hosted by Groom City.
That's how we do.
Hey, what's going on? It's Groom City, and you now tuned in to the Cut Game Radio Show, #1 podcast for your hair needs. And right now, chilling right now in my mobile situation. Now, I gotta stay in Philly, y'all. You know, the first interview we had to go with Fahim, and I gotta stay in Philly. To me, Philly is like the mecca for the barber culture, especially from the black experience. And I had to hit up another barber that I've been a fan of since I got on social media. That's how I got hip to him. I'm always checking out his videos and also checking out what he posts on Twitter. You know, lets me know that he really cares about the culture, and I like his brand. I like his message. So today I got the privilege to have on the phone Toot Da Barber out of Philadelphia. What's going on, Toot?
What up? What's going on?
Oh man,
Good,
chilling.
homie.
So Toot, I gotta pick your brain today. That's why I got you on the phone. I gotta pick your brain today. I gotta get some real good cut game from you. I know you've been in the game for many years, and I want you to take us back to the early stages. I want to get it from inception, from your childhood all the way up to the man you are today. So how was your childhood in Philly?
I grew up in an area where you really had to hustle to make it. You know what I mean? Wasn't rich. It was a little below middle class, so we had to really stuff like a haircut and stuff like that. We had to learn for ourselves. You know what I mean? My folks ain't had the bread to send me and my brother to the barber shop. Got a brother that's 4 years older than me. That's close in age. So you know what I mean? Things that we wanted really cost the same, and some things we had to really learn for ourselves and get on our own. You know, I had my dad was living at the same time, but he was around here and there. But my mom raised me and my brother by herself, really. So it was kind of rough, but we made do. You feel me?
How was that experience, not really having your pops around, you know, and just having to be around moms a lot?
Honestly, to see other kids with their dad, with their father around, it was kind of heartbreaking. But it wasn't like my dad. He wasn't accessible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He would be around here and there. You know what I mean? Slide through, be gone for 6 months. Slide through, be gone for a year. But it was a hard experience. My brother had him more than me. You know what I mean? When I was born, some of my mom split at 2. So my brother had him for a while. The early years of my life, I don't really remember. I only just remember being around my mom. But she made sure we knew who he was. You know, she never kept us away from him. It was more so he got caught up. You know what I mean? He got caught up in the things that was going on in the streets. You feel me? So it was he was around, but he wasn't around. But my mom did a good job. She did a great job, actually. You know, it was hard on her, but she made it happen. You know.
Now, when you say the streets, was that environment that got your pops caught up a part of your environment?
Oh yeah, definitely. I grew up in the streets. You know what I'm saying? My family as a whole, every generation was in the streets. Being if they was selling drugs or doing drugs, you know what I mean? Or you know what I mean, just in the street. I'm from a place in Philly called Germantown, East Germantown. So that's nothing but the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? The ghetto. So yeah, it was real close. The block I live on was one of the street I grew up on, one of the highest drug streets in the city, and my family had a lot to do with it. Not glorifying it or whatever, but yeah, I was real close to it. Yep.
Now, during this time frame, what year are we talking about? Is it early 80s?
Yeah, mid to early 80s, late 80s, in the 80s. Yep, 80s into the 90s. Yep. Yeah, it was real early in the game. Yep.
Now, I've always been a fan of the barber culture out of Philly. What attracted you to the barber culture as a kid?
Oh well, when I did get a chance to go to the barbershop, my mom paid for me and my brother to go. It would usually be on a Saturday, and they're early in the morning. I used to just pay attention to. I used to just pay attention, and I used to pay attention to who everybody wanted to go to. I just thought he was the coolest dude in the shop. You know what I mean? Like, and I would always try and wait for that person. Like everybody, like when you growing up, you'll see the streets, the dudes in the streets. Like, I wanted to go who they went to. So I was just like that. I used to just pay attention, and I was always amazed at how the barber can make somebody look fresh. You know what I mean? Like look fresh. So I was like that. I always wanted to do it. In my mind, I always cut hair in my mind since I was about like 8 or 9 years old, just watching a barber. You know what I mean? I just thought they were cool. I thought barbers were cool, and especially the sharpest one in the shop and the most popular one in the shop. I was like, dang, I want to be like him if I was to ever get a chance, And that was like early, like 8, 9 years old.
Now, during the 80s, what role do you feel that the barbers played, during this time frame? The type of culture that was going on in the neighborhood. What role do you think they played in it?
Oh, well, they played many roles. Really, the barbershop was where you learn how to be a man at if your dad wasn't around. Because you would hear from sports to, you would hear everything in there. You know what I mean? The do's and the don'ts, and everybody came to the barbershop, being as though if they was a drug dealer, drug addict, or the older dude on the block trying to stop both parties. You know what I mean? They would all be at the barbershop at one time, and it would be love, and things would be discussed. As a little kid, you could be a fly on the wall sometimes when they get into discussions like that, and you can learn a lot until they notice you and tell you like, yo, go to the back or come back. You know what I mean? When we done talking. But as a kid, if you was sitting in there and you could get missed, and you could hear things that, like, it was like social media is now, but it was just in real time. It was real people. You know what I mean? It wasn't no accounts talking. It was just real people, and people that you were able to touch, and able to touch you, and able to see you during the day in the neighborhood. But Saturday morning in the barbershop, they was having a whole community meeting. Not an organized one, but it was just, they was talking about everything that was going on in the community. And you could get raised in the barbershop. You can get chastised. You could learn the do's and don'ts. The barbershop was the staple in the community, basically.
I agree. Now, can you remember as a kid something that you may have heard at the barbershop that just stuck with you?
I mean, it was a lot of things. How to really stay out of trouble. You know what I mean? And always try to be positive in the community. It was a block captain that was from the street I was from. Was in a barbershop one day, and he was talking to his barber. Like, it was different ages and different classes of barber. He went to the oldest barber, and me and some younger kids were sitting in front of them while we were getting a haircut, and they just told us to try and always be the positive person in the community and stay away from just danger and drugs and violence, and try to be the one to connect the community, not the one to destroy the community, That stuck with me to this day. When I heard that, and I was just like, that's me. Somebody's on the other side. You know what I mean? Trying to be, everybody a player in the community. So I always just wanted to, I just heard the positive part of it. You know what I mean? I heard the negative part, but the positive part just stuck with me the most, because I really wanted to change the dynamic of my family too. You understand what I'm saying? So it was just like, all right, that stuck with me more than anything.
No, I can dig it. So now, earlier you said that about 8 or 9 years old, you would always cut hair in your mind. Yeah. Would you consider yourself like a real cerebral person?
Oh, I'm definitely cerebral, and it play out in my mind first. Like, any haircut I had, already cut it in my mind, and it takes like 3 seconds. You look at it, boom, 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 boom. You know what you do. As you get older, it gets faster. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm very cerebral. Yeah, yup.
Now, how do you think that have helped you throughout your career?
It actually helped me a lot, but sometimes it's hard to turn off. Like, I can go to bed, like, be in the house, I'll be trying to like just be regular, but it's always playing in my mind how I could be better, what I could have did better on a haircut that I visualized. Like, it stick with me, and it be with me all day. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes sometimes when you thinking, you can still be sleeping thinking and not get rest. It is a good thing and it's a bad thing. You know what I mean? Because I'm always trying to get better. So like it play a big part in it. Like I can see something and it's in my mind and I'm trying to figure out how to fix it. And that's just in life in general. And I think it comes from me being a barber. You know what I mean? Like we thinkers. You know what I'm saying? As barbers, like any master barber, any good barber, they always thinking and they always visualizing everything. It play out in your mind first. I mean, I don't know if you do it. I bet you do it because you can just tell by the work, like by your work that I see on Instagram. I can tell that you think it out before you do it.
Yeah, nah, definitely. Reason why I ask that, because I can tell by your tweets and also what I see on your social medias.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the information that you drop on everybody, and it's definitely come from having deep thoughts.
Oh yeah, it gets deep, especially when you smoking a cigar, having a little drink. You can get real deep. You know what I mean? It can get deeper than what you want sometimes. Sometimes I post stuff on there and I'll be like, Dad, I shouldn't have posted that. You know what I mean? Or it could be something, how could I put it, helpful for a younger barber. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just be like, all right, well, I had one bad post today that might have offended somebody. Like, because I got a lot of friends, you know what I'm saying? Some stuff offend people and they might not say nothing, they'll just hold it. You know what I mean? Instead of hitting me up or saying like, "Dad, was that for me?" They'll just hold it and then it turns into something else. But now I got a lot more eyes on it, so I try to keep it a little more clean, or you know what I mean? I try to watch what I say because I'm building, you know what I mean?
Now earlier you said at 8 or 9 years old you would process the haircuts.
Right.
So when did you take it from that point of processing the haircuts to actually cutting hair?
Probably like 11 or 12. Well, what happened was, like I said, my mom ain't had the money to send me and my brother at the same time to the barbershop, but we also lived with my cousins. We all lived in one house. So my cousin, he got a hold of some clippers, you know what I mean, some professional clippers somewhere. So he was cutting himself first, you know what I mean? So I used to just sit there and watch him, but I always knew I could do it. So, but he would cut me, and one day he went and cut my hair. So when he left the house one day, I just snuck and grabbed the clippers and I cut myself. And I was like, wow, that was easy. You know what I'm saying? So it was like 11 or 12. I started on myself. So then I went outside. So one of my friends we used to be with all day, my man Reg, he seen my haircut. And he was like, wow. He was like, Dad, you got a sharp joint. Who did that? I said, me. He didn't believe me. None of them believed me. It was a lot of them like, you lying. I was like, yes, I was. So the next morning, we was before school, we used to all meet up and we would walk to school. My man Rez was like, yo, I'm gonna give you a chance to cut my hair. So the first time I did it, it came out nice. You know what I mean? We went to school. It was before school. When we get in school, once we got in school, people start complimenting him on the haircut. And he was like, well, Toot did it. I was like, oh, all right. I'm getting nice. So that was around 11 or 12. And that was my only client. I used to cut his hair like twice a week because I always thought that the more I do it, the better I could get. You know what I mean? So he gave me my first chance at like 11 or 12. I was 11 basically when I did my first haircut, from 9 processing it to 11. Yeah, it was like 11. I cut him, and when we went to school, they was asking me who did it, and from there, that gave me confidence to get better. So from there, I used to, the same barbershop I would go sit in and get a haircut. I went around there and asked them, could I work in there to sweep up? So while I was sweeping up, I was always watching. And one day, Barber Ryan, he was the most popular barber in the neighborhood. I told him what I was doing, and he was just like, just watch me. But I never had my own set of clippers at this time. So so I was watching him for a while, so I started cutting a couple other little dudes around my way, and one day my cousin got mad at me and took the clipper, and I kind of like was hurt, so I called my mom. My mom was at work, and I told her what happened. She took her last and brought me a pair of Speed. Remember the Burgundy Speed Masters with the black card? She brought them for me and brought me a pair of shea bugs. But so the next day I went to work and I told the barber what happened. He set those for me, you know. They knew how to professionally set them. I was young. He set everything up for me, and he gave me a set. an old set of his, had him set and everything. And from there, it was on and popping from there. Like, before you know it, I was a young guy around the way cutting hair. Used to sit in my grandmama's house, because we all lived at my grandmama's house, because at like 9, I think it was like 9 or 10, the house me, my brother, and my mom lived in got burnt down, and
Dang.
like we lost everything. So we was in the house, like it was like survival of the fittest in that joint. I was living with me, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles. There was a lot of us in there, man, and it was just like it taught me how to survive, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like it was it was a joke with everybody in the neighborhood, but what it taught me, what I got out of it, it was embarrassing, but what I got out of it was how to survive, because certain things happened in my life, and I always resorted back to when we was in that situation, me, my mom, and my brother, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
living with everybody. You had to learn how to hide your money, hide everything, you know what I mean? We were living with a lot of people in the crib, so it just taught me how to survive. With that being said, I took the skill that I had and just made my own money with it, you know what I mean? And just learned as much as I could. And it just became second nature for me. You know what I mean? I played football, basketball, and I was top notch at all of that, but I always loved barbering. You know what I mean? That was like my first love. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So, but like I got hooked up. You know what I mean? I always networked. You know what I mean? Even as a kid, I didn't know what I was doing, but I just always was able to, when I wanted to do something, research it, go at it, and figure out who was the best and learn from them. You know what I mean? And what's crazy is the barber that gave me my first set of clippers, he on Instagram now. You know what I mean? It's good to see him still going. You feel
Yeah.
me? So it was just like, he showed me love. And my mom took her last and she was just like, yo, if I get these for you, this what you trying to do? I'm 11 and 12. I'm like, yeah. So I had the Speed Maxes. I had and a pair of Andis Outliners. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. She got you. She got you that legit stuff.
Yeah. She said it broke her, but I tried to give her money back though. Too, like I was charging like $3, so I tried to hustle it up to give it to her. You know?
Yeah.
So I tried.
Yeah, man. Shout out to moms, you know, because the information you sharing, you know, letting us know that the environment that you was in, a pair of clippers could have kept you off the street, could have kept you out of jail, could have kept you out of trouble.
Exactly. And honestly, it did keep me on the streets, because the temptation was there. My friends I used to hang with, they all dibbled and dabbled and stuff, and it was just easy for me to be like, nah. You know, I always had the thought like, well, I'll cut them. They getting all the money. They can pay me to cut them. I'ma always get money and stay out of trouble too. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying that I didn't. That I didn't attempt to. You know what I mean? Everybody gets peer pressure into things, but it just never felt right to me, man. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like, I just had a different outlook on my life. You know what I mean? And it's just easy for a kid to get caught up, especially if you're in an environment. And say if you got 8 of them doing what you're supposed to do, one halfway in and halfway out, and then you got the other one like me just sticking to it and being laughed at, like, man, you going to eventually, you know what I mean? You going to eventually come over on this side, you know what I mean? I was just like, all right, we'll see, you know what I mean? But I just stayed focused. It was hard though, you know what I mean?
Now, earlier when you was telling us a story about you cutting up your boy at school, he referred to you as Toot. So where did the name Toot come from?
Oh man, that's been my name since I was probably like 6 months, from what I hear. My grandmom gave it to me. It was a song she used to sing, and I just, every time it had that in it, Toot something. I can't recall what it is, but every time they used to sing it to me, they said I used to jump up and down and go crazy. And that name just been with me. It wasn't nothing that was just made up. I've been Toot. I've been Toot the football player, Toot the basketball player, Toot the student. You know what I mean? Like, that's just my name. I just added the barber on it when I knew that's what I was gonna be. You know what I mean? When I knew like that's the path I was gonna take in my life. So it come from my grandma. I was like 6 months old, and it just always stuck with me. You know what I mean? So that's my name, aside from my real name. You know what I mean? That's what everybody know me as. You know what I mean? They would probably know me as Toot before they know me as Terrence. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yep, my grandma gave me that name.
Yeah. Now, what barber college did you go to?
I went to Tri-City Barber School in Philadelphia. All the top barbers, it's closed down now, but all the top barbers in the city went there. Went to Tri-City Barber School. That's like probably the best barber. Like any barber in Philly from them times that's any good went there. Went to Tri-City. That was a big. I mean, you could go. It's a barber college. It used to be people that had barbers that went there that would get their hair cut there instead of going to a barber shop. Like, it was always barber. Like, in Philadelphia, like, you can get a sharp haircut on any corner. You know what I mean? So, it's always competition here. And 9 times out of 10, if they a certain age, if they my age, maybe a little younger, but older, my age and older, if they any good, they went to Tri-City. They went to Tri-City Barber School.
Now, what do you feel made that school produce that type of quality barber?
Just the competition in the city. Everybody that wanted to be a barber that was any good went there. So you had barbers from Uptown, barbers from North Philly, South Philly, West Philly. You know what I mean? Frankfurt, wherever, going to that one school. You know what I mean? And everybody, like back in the day, you couldn't know where a person was from by their haircut in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Because it was just different styles. Everybody cut different from different neighborhoods. You know what I mean? It ain't like it is now where everybody cut the same. Everybody had a different style. Like they points. You know what I mean? Like one neighborhood would probably wear a round neck, square neck, faded out neck, feathered neck. You know what I mean? So it's like when you in there, when you in there with all them type people that could cut and you getting all this information, that's what made it good, because it was just competition. Every day, all day, even indirect competition. It probably wouldn't be no blatant competition like, well, I'm going at you today. But if you see a man from West just send out a sharp cut, you like, man, next one I get, I'm going to do my thing on there. You know what I mean? Or if everybody cutting at the same time, you looking and learning, and you just learning, and not even from the teachers, you learning from each other. You know what I mean? Like that's what made it a great school. You know what I mean? Like all the top notch barbers went there. They had top-notch barber teachers, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what made it a top-notch school. Anybody that went there, that stayed there, that have a name that's maybe like a little younger than me, but older than me, went through that school. And at any given moment, you had like 15 to 20 barbers in there that was top-notch.
Now, how old were you when you graduated from the school?
I was 19. I was 19. I graduated high school at like 17, but I took a year off because I had my son. Like, I had a son. So I was supposed to went to the Air Force and all that. I passed the test. But back then, if you had a baby or something, they wasn't letting you in there. You had to stay home and take care of them. So for a year out of high school, I was cutting, but I was doing little jobs, and it just didn't feel right. So one day, again, I went to my mom. Well, I went up there on my own, and found out like what I needed to do. But for me to get there, I needed a co-signer. So I just told my mom what I wanted to do, and she was like, "You sure?" Again, boom, boom, boom. And I signed up. Needed a down payment. We ain't had a down payment, so my grandfather, rest in peace, he took a shot on me. You know what I mean? I paid him his money back in a year. He took a shot on me, gave me the down payment, and I was in there, and I ain't stopped ever since.
Oh, that's what's up. Now, once you got your license, what was the first shop that you worked at?
Well, I went to a couple different ones. That first real shop I worked at was called Tapers. It was called Tapers, and actually it was around the corner from Tri-City. It was called Tapers. It's still up there now. Owner Ron Sellers, that's my OG. He taught me how to hustle in the game. He taught me like the right way to do it. But he's not there now. He just rented space out, but kept the name on there. So it was called Tapers. And how I got the job was one of my classmates in barber school. He got me over there. But the reason he got me over there because he was going to go get his own shop in the neighborhood, and he just wanted to replace himself with me. You know, you understand what I'm saying? He knew I could hold it down, and I didn't even know. You know what I mean? They just seen something in me that I didn't know. So I started there. I was like 19, going on 20. So it's called Tapers, Oyer Road in Philadelphia. Anybody from Philadelphia know where I'm talking about? Oyer Road in Negro.
Now, at Tapers, is that where you really honed your craft as far as cutting?
Yes. I always hone my craft. Really, I was already sharp, but I got a chance to be around seasoned barbers. You know what I mean? Barbers that been doing it for a long time. But what really got home there was, for me was, um, how to be on time, how to be a professional. Because the owner of that shop, he ran it like it was a job. You understand what I'm saying? And I think every barber need that kind of atmosphere when they first starting out. Like on how to be, you had to be on time. You had to be there at 8 o'clock on Saturday and work so forth. You had to, you know what I mean? Certain things that you had to do, or else you was getting sent home. You understand what I'm saying? So that gave me structure. You know what I mean? Once you get structure and on how to organize, you know what I mean? That's what that gave me. And I also got skills. You know what I mean? Because it was a high volume shop. It was in a high transit area, and a lot of people walked in that joint. And I gained a lot of customers from just walk-ins. You know what I mean? So yeah, that gave me like the structure and organization skills. And he showed me how to hustle. He showed me how to grind. He showed me how to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I honed a lot of my skills in that shop.
Hey, so Toot, what's one word that describes you?
Resilient.
Why is that?
Because no matter how many times I get knocked down, I always get back up and keep going. Like no matter how many times, no matter how many times I had to start my clientele over, I always got it back through resilience. Yup, I'm resilient.
No, I can dig.
I mean, I got a lot of words that can describe me, but resilient is one that I would say like that's who I am.
No, I can dig it. So the Hair Hustler brand, can you break that down for us?
Yeah, I can break it down. Yup. Really, it means resilient. You know what I mean? Like that's the basis of it. How to keep your clientele. If you lose it, how to get it back. Like basically how I thought of it. In the 2000s, I had a real big clientele. I had one of the biggest clienteles in the city of Philadelphia. And I went through some things and I lost it all. I lost all of it. You know what I mean? You know how sometimes you just lose your clientele?
Yeah.
I was young. I didn't know no better. You know what I mean? So around 2009, 2010, I looked at myself in the mirror, but I went down South Street. Is a famous block in Philadelphia where you can just buy it like a shopping district. So I brought this shirt with Hustler on it, like the magazine Hustler. You know,
Yeah.
I brought it. It was brown and tan. So one day, I mean, I was going through my thing and I'm just looking at myself in the mirror, like giving myself a self audit, and I was building myself back up after losing everything. And I just seen Hustler on there, and I was just like, damn, I'm a hair hustler. You know what I mean? Like I really got myself back together through hustling in the hair industry. And you know what I mean? Like going out here, giving out flyers, giving out business cards, talking to people, letting them know where I'm at. That's all the hustle. You know what I mean? So I just added that on there, and I got a shirt made. And I'm just like, that's what I am. You know what I mean? So basically, that's all it's about. It's about the resiliency and how to sustain a barbering career. What it takes to sustain a barbering career. You know, you hear people say barbering is not a hustle, it's a career, but it's a career that takes hustle, because no matter how long you sit in that barbershop, and no matter how long, you know what I mean, how long you there, if you don't have no clients in the chair, you're not getting no revenue, you're not getting no money.
Yeah.
And how you get that money is you gotta hustle. Because nowadays ain't just dropping it. Back then they wasn't just walking in your chair, because you had to be referred. You know what I mean? Like somebody had to know somebody to get you in the chair, but it takes hustle. So how like that's all it is. It's about how I lost my clientele twice and how I got it back. You know what I mean? And it took me hustle to do it. And I just was like, well, I'm into hair, so I'm just gonna be a hair hustler. You know what I mean? It's about resiliency. It's about being strong. It's about working through the hard times. It's about working through the slow times. It's about loving the good times. You know what I mean? It's about the action we do as barbers to sustain this career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just not going to fall in your lap. You see how like you're a hair hustler. You're like you turn it into journalism. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to create some revenue, but it comes from your barbering career. You're hustling. You know what I mean? You're hustling to get the top names on here to interview them. You know what I mean? They just not, you know what I mean? They just not falling into your lap. You got to do something for it to be attractive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And hustle is attractive. People look at that word as being negative, but there's some negative sides to it, but it's also people out here that hustle that's positive. They ain't doing nothing illegal. You know what I mean? They just really getting it. So that's all it's about. It's about the resiliency, and it's about how you sustain a barbering career. I've been doing this for 23 years. You know what I mean? And this is how I sent 2 kids to college through barbering. You know what I mean? With the help of their moms. But yeah, I played my part.
Yeah.
And it's through hustling as a barber. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Now, I know you mentioned, you know, that I'm a hair hustler, and like I said, I follow you, and definitely inspiration, and it keeps me going just seeing those 2 words together, and I do apply it to my movement, and it works. You know, it keeps you conscious of that you a hair hustler. It keeps you conscious that you hustling with your art form.
Exactly.
So I follow your movement real heavy. You doing a lot too. You doing a lot.
Man. Thanks, man.
What was your big break in your career?
I had a couple big breaks, man. A couple of them I fumbled myself, but I'm just gonna go off of what's going on now because I just take them as learning experiences, me losing them. You know what I mean? I just know how to keep them now. But my big break was from Instagram, man. And it's crazy because people take it as a joke, or people don't realize that you could put the wrong stuff out there and they could deter people from giving you an opportunity. You could put some bad work out there, like everything ain't postable. I have some haircuts in my phone like that I wouldn't dare post because I see a lot of flaws in it. You know what I mean? So it's like my big break came off of Instagram, man. It's this guy named Ray Truitt. You know what I mean? He's from Indiana, and he was connected with the NFL Combine, but he knew that the 2 guys that ran the Nike suite there, and they always had barbers there. And I guess a barber the year before I went there must have messed up, and he reached out to me on Instagram and asked me did I want to cut at the NFL Combine. First I thought it was a joke, you know, but it was around the time, and honestly, it was around the time my dad passed. So I was just looking at everything in a negative way. So I'm sitting at the table with my mom, and I had got the message. She was like, well, why don't you call him back? You never know if it's real or not. So I called him back, and he told me who he was or whatever. Ray Truitt. I mean, it's my brother to this day. He connected me with Mike Newsom, who runs the Nike suite at the NFL Combine. I got a call from him. He gave me my flight information, and I got out there. Once I got out there, I was already trying to connect with all the football players just in case they got drafted to the Eagles. I was like, well, I'm a barber and I'm mobile. I was hustling. I was on Twitter hustling, Instagram hustling. I was at these dudes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I got an opportunity to be the barber in a Nike suite and get at them at ground level, you know. So I started connecting with them like there. And one of my childhood friends, Choppy Fields, he's a big time agent. He has Khalil Mack, Amari Cooper. I got a story about that too with BJ. That's how BJ started cutting. Amari Cooper was through me. BJ Cuts, that was on your show.
Oh,
but
that's so yeah.
Man, he always said he was gonna put me on, but he just didn't know how, and he didn't know I was at the Nike suite. So when he walked in there and seen me, he was like, "Damn, I knew you was gonna put yourself on some kind of way." He's like, "I always had the intentions on doing it. It's just, you know, he working." So once he seen me there, he connected me directly to Mike Newsom. Mike Newsom knew who I was, but he just didn't know how connected I was in that world. And once he found out that me and Choppy grew up and we were close friends, and they were close friends, I was on from there, and it just started building from there, man. From Instagram, man. I got my big break on Instagram. I got big breaks in other ways, but the one that's benefiting me now, you know what I mean, is the one I got from Instagram from Ray Truitt. And I mean, the origin of it is from Ray Truitt. He just put me in a position to be able to connect with any and everybody in the football world, man. And now it's just, I'm just connected to it, and I'm able to put other people on because I can't do them all. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, he put me on, man. The Nike barber situation. That's my biggest break, and that's the one that's benefiting me the most, and it's benefiting me now. And it just put me in other situations. You know what I mean? That's beneficial to my life now, like life changing, man. And I'm just grateful for it and appreciative because I worked hard, man, and it's so much competition, and sometimes that competition can turn into hate, and you know, you hear the stories, man.
Yeah.
I just went through it, man. I went through the ringer, and my dad just passed, and I got a chance to be there, and I done been all over the country barbering just from that situation, just being able to connect with people at the ground level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just respect my craft, and like I just want to let people know that's gonna be hearing is that they pay attention to that Instagram, man. They pay attention to social media. They might not answer you or none of that, but they see it. And if you really about your business, they know, and they gonna get you. You're gonna get connected to it. You know what I mean? In some kind of shape, some kind of form, some kind of way. Just keep grinding, keep hair hustling, man. Keep putting out that dope content and them dope cuts because people see it, and it's people that's connected, and they be the people that you least expect that's that connected to big situations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People look at follower count and all of that, like, and that sometimes that don't mean nothing. And like, it's about impact and connections.
That's what's up. So earlier, I know you had spoke on hate. I heard the word hate, and that's a real controversial subject, especially amongst barbers. So what type of barber hate have you experienced so far?
Oh, man, I had a nice popular barber, man. Two of them made YouTube videos. You know what I mean? Just talking about me, but they really didn't even know me. You know, they was just, I guess they wanted to truly be me. You know what I mean? That's all I can say. But they didn't know how to approach me, so they made YouTube videos talking about how much of a bitch I was. Just and like it got real personal. Like they had it on like haircuts at first, so I was ignoring it for a long time. You know what I mean? Like, as long as my client's cool, I don't care about all that other stuff you talking. You know what I mean? And if y'all ain't trying to put up no bread to go at it, then I ain't even getting into it. You can talk all you want. But they started getting personal. You know what I mean? And when my teenage kids called me because they seen a YouTube video going around on social media, two barbers talking about me being a bitch and I'm this and I'm that, but they shouting where I'm at, but none of them came to see me. Then that's when they crossed the line, and I had to do something about it. And it was one, like, I felt good doing it, but afterwards I was embarrassed. You know what I mean? Like people don't know how to compete and compete gracefully. It always get personal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they ain't even know me, because if they knew me and knew where I came from, that wouldn't even have happened. You understand what I'm saying? Because I got one of the biggest families uptown. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And they was uptown doing it. So it was just, that's the kind of barber hate. I get indirect hate too. I mean, everybody, I guess any popular barber gets the regular indirect hate. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, do you think barber love exists? Because I always hear that term, barber love. Do you think it exists?
Not as big as what everybody's saying. I mean, just off my experiences, you might find barber love. Like, you got to be an alpha. You know what I mean? Like, an alpha barber can big up another alpha barber and don't feel no kind of threat towards towards them in any kind of way. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean,
wait, hold on. I need you to break that philosophy down. That alpha philosophy by Toot Da Barber. Break that down a little bit for us.
Well, from my experience, all alphas will work together. You know what I mean? And not feel like they're in competition, because they already know their territory. They already know that they good. You know what I mean? Because I'm an alpha. You know what I mean? I'm trying to build with another alpha so we can get further. But once you get a person that's not an alpha but pretending to be one, that's when everything falls apart because they feel like they gotta get one up on you. You know, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they always gotta feel like they gotta be in control but when all alphas is in a room, everybody just play their part to get the car moving. Like one of us could be the transmission, one of us could be the steering wheel, one of us could be the engine, one of us could be the gas, one of us could be the gas pedal, and we can move forward, you know?
Yeah.
But when you get that one person that want to be it all, like, they really not an alpha, they fronted. You know what I mean? They can't work with other alphas because they feel inferior. And the inferior conflict that they have, that insecure thing, they always seems to blow up the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be a good situation going. And that's how you spot who the weakling is, the one who's starting all the BS. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you yeah, it's barber love amongst alphas. Like, man, you could give each other props all day and not feel no kind of way. You're in California, I'm in Pennsylvania. So, what kind of threat could you possibly be to me?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, as far as like to my clients or to my brand or to like basically you can help my brand, I can help your brand. You know what I'm saying? Like mergers happen all the time. Like
All day.
if you watch business, that's how businesses like grow. You see T-Mobile merging with XYZ. You know what I mean? It happens all day long, man. Like, but some of these barbers don't get it that it's strength in numbers. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, man. I'm kind of iffy about the barber love thing. I mean, I know it exists, but it don't exist as big as, how could I put it? You know, social media make things bigger than what it is sometimes. I just don't think it's that big amongst barber love. Like, honestly, this is my honest opinion. I'm not trying to be negative.
Yeah.
I just know some of it is fake, and some of it is just cool to say. Like, people say things that's just cool to say and don't even know the meaning of it. You know what I mean? Like, they'll see it on there and just mimic it. Like, oh, everybody's saying that, so I'm going to say it. Or everybody doing that, so I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? It's not even in their heart to do. So some people don't even know how to love. So, and they're barbers, so how they giving barber love? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of overly exaggerated, but it exists, but it exists on a small scale. It could be somebody showing you love that really hates you. You know what I mean? That happened to me too. So I don't know, man. It's really confusing.
Yeah. Now, as far as barber love, you know what I see, and I mean, I give out barber love and I receive barber love, but what I see, especially certain barbers with different platforms and a lot of followers and just a lot of social influence, I don't see barber love. I see a lot of dick riding from different people.
Yeah.
And that's not barber love. Dick riding is not barber love. To me, you just acknowledging dope people, dope individuals, but for you to dick ride because someone has followers, and we all know that doesn't really translate to success, real success. And when I see it, I'm kind of like, man, I think that's actually a black eye on the game.
I see what you're saying. I try to stay away from that type stuff. I try to build mine organically. You know what I mean? Like, if you show me love, you show me love. But I'm gonna always show love. Period. So, barber love is real with me. You know, and I'm never going to compromise my manhood by being a dick rider because somebody got this amount of followers, and the follower count really don't mean nothing. It's about the impact you're making. You know what I mean? In the community, basically, and I mean, it's some barbers, you know what I mean, with over 50,000 followers, but on a Saturday, if you get a chance to ride by their shop, they sitting down. You know what I mean? But you would think you got 50,000 followers and you out here doing this, that, and the other on social media, you would think that they're busy, but they got time. You know what I mean? Like, they sitting down. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I've seen the situation. Like, I could be like, I put it to you like this. I just had a school supply drive, a school and book bag drive with free haircuts, right?
Yeah.
It was on a Saturday. Most barbers, the ones that I ain't saying no names or whatever, they can't take off on a Saturday. I could take off on a Saturday because I make every day a Saturday. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I make every day a Saturday. If I'm at work, is worth a Saturday on a Tuesday. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like Instagram kind of messed the game up. You know what I mean? I heard this some years ago. Just when I was going out in the barbering industry, I was at one of Curtis Smith's industry parties,
Yeah.
and this is when Instagram first hit. Like, see, I had Instagram when it first came out, when only Apple users could have it. So, but he said Instagram fucked the game up, and at the time, I understood what he was saying, but I just didn't realize that the impact Instagram had on our game, negatively and positively. But he said it fucked the game up, and it really did, because there's people out here portraying to be master barbers, master groomers, master whatever, and if you're a master of something, you're always working.
Yeah.
You're always working. But these are the same people that you could walk in on a Friday and they sitting down with no clients, or they posting, I have availabilities on Friday. Like, that shouldn't happen. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that type stuff shouldn't happen if you're calling yourself a master. Like, every barber go through slow times, but like it's certain days that it should never be slow for a master barber, for a barber that been in the game for a long time, or portraying to be this dude that you're not. You know what I mean? Like, if you got time to make a whole barber mem on a Friday live, then you got too much time on your hands, and you're not doing it for the sake of the craft. You're doing it for attention and laughs. Like, this not no game.
Yeah.
Like, and this not no game. Like, it's people that like, basically is a lot of people in a way portraying to be barbers, and they really not putting in the work for the craft. I come from a time where we ain't have all this access. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we ain't have it. Like, the world was big. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Nah,
I
definitely.
come from a time where I would have never met you. You know what I mean? Honestly, like, unless I was out there, or unless, you know what I mean, we had some family or something that, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
now the world is smaller now. Like, California don't seem that far away when you got Instagram. You understand what I'm saying? But it's people out here, like, I've never seen as many barbers in my life in Philadelphia. In Philadelphia, like, barbering was like if you was a barber and you was a good barber, you was the man. You held your hood down. Now there's a barber popping up. It's dudes, like, everybody come from the crib. Everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody come from the basement, the porch, the kitchen, the bedroom, you know what I mean? The bathroom. But it's dudes out here really portraying that they're master barbers, and they cutting in their bathroom. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just, the game is just crazy. You know what I mean? I just think Instagram messed the game up, because you can't distinguish who's authentic and who's not. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's a lot of, it's a
And
lot
I
of,
definitely think it's a little harder to distinguish authenticity when you're younger, when you come from a
Right.
social media era.
oh yeah,
I think it's a
Oh,
little
yeah.
rough, and that's what I think about sometimes
definitely.
regarding social media.
yeah, their minds jaded. You know what I mean? Their minds, like, it's really a trick. You know what I mean? Like anything that's fake, it seems like it gets more attention than anything that's real 9 times out of 10. You know what I mean? I work hard for these 42,000 something followers I got. You know how I know I work hard? Because I was posting on Black Planet, MySpace, Facebook, but I was posting on that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tumblr. So I know a lot of my followers are just from my time being on social media. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People follow you from place to place on there. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't like I just popped up on the scene and I got 100,000 followers. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, man, look, I know people that with 2,000 followers is making bigger impact than people with 100,000 followers. So that's how I know some of this stuff is just for show.
Yeah.
And that's what barbers are doing now. When we were the craftsmen, we were the pillars of the community, one of them anyway. We was where people came to vote. People came to talk about issues and stuff like that. Like, you don't get that now. It's not that authentic. People don't even stay at one shop long enough to build that type of community. You know what I mean? In a shop, like, nobody's loyal. Like, everybody's trying to lead to go to the next big thing. But what these young barbers need to know is it takes time and consistency and loyalty. Just loyalty to yourself. Not to, like, you got to be loyal to yourself first. You got to give yourself a chance to be a beginner. You understand what I'm saying? Like, everybody want to skip A, B. Everybody want to go from A to D without doing B and C. You understand what I'm saying? It's like a process. So once people get that back and get that understanding back, I think the game will be a much better place. But right now, everything is about a fast pace, fast fix. Everybody want to just get everything fast. You know what I mean? It's just not. I'm just talking about in life in general. So you got to kind of play on that to benefit from it, but you also got to be careful that you don't become that person, because anything that takes its time to be nourished and to grow, it always have a stronger foundation than anything that's built fast. You understand what I'm saying? Like, these dudes be like celebrity barbers and they only been barbering for a year. You feel me? So how I've been in this game 20 years and I've not once called myself a celebrity barber. Everybody else call me that. I don't even want to be called that, because how can I put it? A celebrity barber is to me is a barber that has a client that's a celebrity and he travels the world with them. Like, that's his job. Just to be that person's barber, that celebrity's barber. You know what I mean? He's not even in a shop. He's just with that person all the time. You know what I mean? Like a bodyguard. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like that word is being thrown around from dudes that's just been, they might have cut one celebrity one time and they calling themselves a celebrity barber. Like, so everybody just want to go the fast way. That's like, we got to slow down. You know what I mean? Like, we got to slow down. And that's why the game is messed up, because people are in competition with
facades. In competition with facades and superficial things.
Right. You took the words right out of my mouth.
I had to jump in there because that's what I see. And this type of behavior actually influenced the Cut Game Radio Show. The Cut Game Radio Show is literally developed to bring a level of authenticity, to celebrate the artists in the industry,
right,
and to share information. And we looking for barbers that's authentic, that's raw, that's been doing it for years, and like we had BJ Cuts been doing it for a short time, but definitely making an impact and definitely got a lot to add to the culture. And that's why we got Toot Da Barber right now on the phone. We just hearing his philosophy. You like a philosopher in the barber game. So that takes me to my next question. What's your philosophy behind the art and science of barbering?
My philosophy is once you learn the basics, you can build off that and do anything. But just master the basics of being a barber, like of executing straight lines. You know what I mean? Executing an even haircut, executing an even fade. You know what I mean? An even blend on a fade. Once you master the basics, then you can master any part of barbering. You could be a top-notch freestyle design barber. You can be a portrait barber. You could be a colorist. You could be anything. But you just gotta learn the basics first. Master it. Get your repetitions in. That's how you get better.
Now, do you feel that there's a spirituality to barbering?
Oh yeah, because honestly, if you see how when you cut in somebody, their energy is going into your vital organs. Like you're standing right behind them, but your heart, your kidneys, your liver, everything, your vital organs is intaking that energy. So you have to have some kind of spirituality to withstand it. I know barbers that have had nervous breakdowns over the years and just didn't know why they had it. You know what I mean? Because it's energy transferring You know what I mean? You could get somebody in your chair that's ready to kill themselves, and they just trying to get a haircut to try and, you know what I mean? To try and like take their mind off of it. But that energy is transferring to you. Once you understand the energy transfer, then you could feel some things, you know what I mean? And that's how you able to handle your client and start a conversation. Do you ever think about how certain conversations start behind the barber chair? It comes from the energy transfer from the client to the barber to the client. You know what I mean? It can just spark up a conversation. Like, you ever get somebody in a chair and you be like, after a while you might ask them like, damn, what's wrong? Or you might be having a bad day and the client might be like, damn, you all right? Like, and you ain't said nothing to them. That's the energy transfer. Once you learn that, then you'll understand that it is spiritual. You are going to need spirituality to be able to withstand a long career in barbering. You know what I mean? You're going to have to believe in something, because it's been times I come home mad and I don't know why, but when I lay and think about it, it's just from all the energy that's being transferred to me all day long. You know what I mean? You getting different people in your chair, different, you know what I mean? They coming from work, they flustered. That's jumping in you. That's jumping on you. You understand what I'm saying? Some days you be like, damn, I'm ready to go home. I don't even know what's wrong with me. That's just from the energy transfer from you working all day, probably the day before, and didn't say a prayer and pray on your day and pray, you know what I mean? Pray after you leave and pray before you go to bed. It just didn't jump off of you. And you could have just got a bad energy transfer from somebody. Like, it's the barbering is deep. And people, that's why in school you learn about nerves, you learn about, you know what I mean? You learn about the different systems of the body, because if you're doing it a long time, it affects those systems. You know what I mean? And some of it is just from transferable energy, man. Like you better pray. Whoever you believe in, you better pray before you go. You better pray probably in the middle of the day, and you better pray after you leave, because you can get bad energy from your barber or from your client. It goes both ways. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I can.
Yeah, I believe in spirituality.
Man, hey, the listeners out there, y'all better take heed to what Toot is dropping right now, because that's some real stuff. That's some real stuff. I mean, as he's speaking, I can just think back on certain situations, and it's all authentics. People really take heed to what he's saying. Pray before, pray during, and pray after. Keep yourself covered. Keep yourself covered.
All right.
Now, Toot,
right.
What's next for Toot the Barber in the next year, next 3 years, next 5 years?
Man. Well, the next year, I just want to build on what I'm building on now. Next 3 years, I want to have my trademarking done in all aspects of it. You know what I mean? Like, I want Hair Hustler to be trademarked in every which way, so I can start licensing it. Within the next 5 years, man, I want to be able to travel the world and just tell my story. You know what I mean? I want to be bigger than ever. I want to be the biggest barber ever. You know what I mean? Like, and I really mean that. And it's not to shit on nobody else. I just want to be able to. I want, when people see me, they want to know my story, and I want to be able to tell it on a large scale. I want to travel the world, tell my story, because I know it's people that's at the place I've been. You know what I mean? And I want to be able to tell them my story, and hopefully it get them through. You know what I mean? I just want to connect the world, because that's what's missing. I want to authentically connect the world of barbering. You know what I'm saying? Like, no strings attached type. But honestly, I just want the Hair Hustler brand to be like, you know how people wearing them Rock Nation hats now?
Yeah.
That's what I want every barber to be wearing, is a Hair Hustler hat. Like, damn, I'm getting me a Hair Hustler hat. You know what I mean? Or I want something that involves that. I just want it to be worldwide. A worldwide brand. I want people to want me to come tell my story. I want to be the biggest success I ever can be. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to be in 5 years. Well,
the Cut Game Radio Show, we here to support you in every which way. When you get that hair hustler hat. We can get one of the
Yeah.
first runs of the hair hustler hats. That'd be dope.
Man, I'm gonna send you one, man. I'm gonna send you one because I want you to have one. You know what I mean? Like, I just honestly, first starting it, I just want real hair hustlers to wear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, when everybody have access to something, it deflates the value, and I don't want everybody to have it though. I want everybody to know the story, but I don't want everybody to have access to the physical things of it. I only want real. You know what I mean? I can't stop it if it get big, but I want to start it off like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like that Rock Nation hat represents that Rock. If you study their story, that Rock Nation represents something real major. It used to be hard to get that hat. You know what I mean? Now they have access to it, but the people who started off wearing them, if you go and study each one of these stories and study that the fact that they've been friends forever, you understand what it represents. And some people just wear things because it's hot. Like, I want people to wear my stuff knowing my story and knowing that they got something on their head. Like, dang, like, this means something. You know what I mean? So I say that 1, 3, 5, that's what I want to build Hair Hustler up to. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be small. Only select few gonna be able to wear it. It's gonna be like a small, exclusive society of barbers that really know what hair hustling mean and have hair hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not taking a shot at it. You know what I mean? And knowing that hair hustling don't mean barber career. It means both of them work together. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot of educators out here that try to shit on, that tell these young barbers you don't not to hustle, but you're hustling. Like, they hustling to hear their story. They don't even dig it. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, sometimes I'll be trying to keep my mouth shut because I see stuff and I should be like, man, and I don't want to shit on nobody's dreams. You feel me? But
Yeah.
yo, you telling these young cats wrong, man. Like, they just gonna be sitting there thinking all this is gonna come to me and not knowing that they need to hustle. But like I said, in 5 years, I wanted to be worldwide. You know what I mean? And but in the beginning, I only want an exclusive amount of people that wear that because it means something for real. It got a real meaning to it. The story is real. You feel me? So it's like people just be selling stuff just because it sound cool, but mine's really got meaning to it. And I have people that can vouch, that seen it happen. You know what I mean? Right before their eyes. You feel me? So it's like, oh, all right, that's what it means. You know what I mean? I want that meaning to be real.
Definitely. Now, we ask every barber on the show this. We ask everybody that we have on the phone this question. But if there was a code of conduct for barbers, what code will Toot add to it?
Integrity. Integrity. I think that's what's really missing in our game. Like, and what comes with integrity, meaning you gotta respect your OG. You know what I mean? You gotta respect who came before you, because if it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for who was before you, you wouldn't have the platform you have now, or you wouldn't know what you know now. So I think integrity, respect, you know what I mean, and just flat out just respecting seniority, man. Like, I just think that's gone. That's all the way gone. Like, I could give you a prime example or something. I posted something one day. I was like, I was the best I was the best on my block. I was the best in my neighborhood. I was the best in the city. I was, you know what I mean? I posted something like that. And a young barber, he hot, you know what I mean? He could cut. He come on there and was like, well, we could battle for the best in the city. And I was like, young buck, like, you're not even on my level. You believe in the hype. I was like, no, I don't battle anymore. I already did that. You know what I mean? Just put him in his place in a nice way. But I really wanted to go in. You know what I mean? Because they really be smelling themselves. So I just, you know what I mean? Like, integrity, you know what I mean? And just knowing your place, seniority. Like, just knowing it. Like, not saying that you got to back down, but you just got to know your place sometimes. You know what I mean? I still know my place when it comes to certain barbers. You feel me? Yeah. That's who I want. That's who I wanted to be like.
I can dig it. What I get from you breaking down integrity is that doing what's right when no one's looking. You know,
Right.
doing what's right when it doesn't benefit you.
Exactly.
The only reason to do it is because it's the right thing to do.
Right.
And
Exactly.
I think that's an amazing code to add to this barber code of conduct that we put together. Right now, I'm gonna give you the stage, and
Right.
I need you to share some cut game with the listeners right now.
Some cut game,
Yeah, some cut game.
man. You need to get over the hump. You see what there's a lot of things I could tell him, but one thing I am going to tell him: keep your mind right. Keep whatever you believe in, whatever faith you follow, whatever God you believe in. Keep that first, because that's what's going to guide you the right way. That's the main game I'm going to give him. You know what I mean? Because without God, without who you believe in, you're really nothing. And you're doing it and you're going to be running in place if you don't have faith in that. Number one. Number two, if you sitting and ain't nobody in your chair right now, and you sitting down and you listening to this, get your marketing skills together. You know what I mean? Go get some flyers. It's still real people walking around in the streets. Like, go outside for that couple minutes, stand in front of this shop. It might be somebody walking by, hand them your business card, introduce yourself. You know what I mean? And what you do, and what you bring to the table. Number three, always be looking to learn. Always have a mentor, or always just reach out to somebody that you know what I mean, that you see that you want to be like, and ask them, because only thing that you can get is no. Always be willing to ask a question, and no question is dumb. You know what I mean? And get your reps in. And the only way you're going to get your reps in is if you get clients in there. You know what I mean? And sometimes you might have to, if you want to learn a cut, you might have to throw it up on Instagram. I want to learn this cut. It's free. You know what I mean? Just to get that rep in. You know what I mean? Because sometimes that free haircut can turn into, if you do it right, can turn into 5 paying haircuts. You know what I mean? And just learn from the best, who you think is the best, because everybody's best list is different. You know what I'm saying? So, and be in competition with yourself and not with other people first. Just try and be the best you every day. Better yourself every day. You know what I mean? Like, I can give game all day. I give game on my Instagram. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope what I just said helped. But that's just the way I go through life. Like, if I'm sitting down, and sometimes it happens, somebody might cancel or something, man. You know what I do? I post a haircut, or I'll go outside with my business cards in my hand, just stand out there, be on the phone, and somebody walking by, I'll hand them one. You know what I mean? Look, I'm Toot Da Barber, boom, boom, boom. I'm not above or beyond that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I still go back to the essence, the basics. You know what I mean? When if I'm sitting there for 20 minutes and there's nobody in my chair, I'm taking my cards that I had in my bag, and I'm going outside the shop, or walk to the gas station near the shop and hand something to somebody and tell people who I am and what I do. And sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But I'm trying and I'm hustling. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, the hustle is a muscle.
yeah, be better.
And you exercising it.
Right.
Nah, that's what's up, man. Well, man, thank you for blessing us with your presence on the Cut Game Radio Show. Right now, I'm gonna give you the stage. Let them know where they can find you. Let them know where they can reach you. Just give me your information.
All right, man. First of all, I just want to thank you for giving me a platform. And I gratefully appreciate this, because you all the way in California and you notice me in Philadelphia, man. It's like, that's big to me. You know what I mean? And I'm humbled by that. And I also look up to you and look at what you're doing. And I pray for you every day, bro. Like, and
Thank
you didn't even know that. Because when I first seen it go up, I was like, this is going to be great. Hopefully I can get on there one day. But you can follow me on Instagram at Toot Da Barber. That's TOOTDABARBER. You can follow me on Twitter at Toot Da Barber. TOOTTHE BARBER. And then anywhere in the world, I have my own mobile app. It's Hair Hustlers by Toot Da Barber. You can find it in your app store and your Google Play Store, and you could book me anywhere in the world. If you find yourself coming to Philadelphia, you could book me right on there. It's easy. You know what I mean? Easy as 1, 2, 3. And that's about it. You know what I mean? You can find me right there on all them platforms that I just said. And again, and I thank you a whole lot for putting me on here, man. Just to tell my story, some of it. You feel me?
Yeah.
To get it out there, and it's gonna help me a lot. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And it's a lot of stuff we didn't even cover, because I did that on purpose, because I need that part 2, and we gonna get that part 2 in the actual studio. So I just covered some good ground today, just kind of tilled the soil a little bit. So when Toot Da Barber come to California and bless us with his time and his presence at our studio at the Cut Game Radio Show, and then that's when we gonna go in. We gonna have fun. We gonna celebrate Toot Da Barber that day. It's gonna be a celebration.
Oh, it's coming soon. It's coming soon. You already know. I'll be out there sometime this year. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely, that's one of the first places I'm stopping, is at the Cut Game Radio Show, and chop it up so I can really be in the studio. But the phone interview was good, but I definitely want to get out there, man. And I'm definitely gonna get out there, God willing. And when I be in LA, that's one of the first places I'm coming is to you. I'm gonna call you a week before so we can set it up.
All day.
So I can be in the studio with you, all right?
Yeah, no, that's all day. That's all day. So I want y'all to check out his Instagram. I'm on it every day. He has a lot of inspiration, a lot of words, a lot of things he drops daily. He has a heart for the hair hustlers. So he's giving that hair hustler doctrine through his social media. So I want y'all to follow Toot Da Barber. I want y'all to continue to like, share, subscribe on the Cut Game Radio Show on our YouTube page, and also our iTunes podcast, and leave us a review. That helps us with our rank. That helps us with our reach. Just let people know just how thorough the Cut Game Radio Show is. Y'all stay elevated. Y'all stay groomed. Y'all stay on y'all jet fuel. And we out. Cut Game Radio Show.
That concludes our show. Please join us next week as we chop up game and share secrets to success on the Cut Game Radio Show.